Okay, we're fixing to make a batch of toffee. We're going to start out with a pound of butter, 4 sticks. It's a pound of butter, and we're going to melt salted. It's important that it's salted. And we're going to melt this butter down first before we add our 2 cups of sugar and our 1 cup of pecans. It's mixed up here. And then we're going to be adding a tablespoon of vinegar. That's the starting point of your toffee. Now, I've been cooking this for a few minutes, and this is the consistency of it now. The thermometer is about at 220, so we still have a ways to go. It's got to get up to 300, but this is what it's looking like.
Okay, we're still going. Gotta stir. I would say it probably takes a good 10 to 15 minutes worth of constant stirring, and it gets thicker as you cook it. So the stirring gets a little bit harder, but you have to keep stirring it and watching the temperature because we're trying to get the temperature to 300 degrees.
When you have guns like that, you can do it.
I work out. Working at home, we're at about 298 degrees. And at 300. Temperature off, fire off. This is what it should look like at 300 degrees. Then, Sydney, here's the spoon.
Thank you.
Got it? All right. We're going to do most of it on this pan because it's a little bit bigger.
Get another spoon so y'all can pat. Okay, you're done.
Voila.
Movie caliente.
Picture perfect.
Okay,
Keep going now.
so now the patting part is interesting. You can't spread this like you would a normal spread. You have to kind of start to press and push. So you kind of press and push. You're trying to get it thin or thinner, okay? But if you just spread it, it's not gonna work. So you just kind of press and push, okay? We're gonna start working this slowly out from the
Your sister's
center.
over there patting and
I
being
kind
very
of pat.
aggressive.
I do. I
So
pat.
what you see here, people, are
We're
two
doing
different
this-
styles.
Absolutely,
It
she's
doesn't
patting,
matter.
and I mean it's the same. I mean you're just patting and pushing, pressing and pushing.
Okay, we're almost patted out. That's about the thickness you want. You get down to that level. Okay. And then you're just going to take broken pieces of Hershey's chocolate bars and lay them
Big chunks.
big chunks.
It's easier.
It's usually about 3 to 4 bars per pan.
And then what?
Okay,
Wait
you
for
gotta-
it to melt.
Yeah, let it melt. Just it may take what, maybe
5
5
minutes?
minutes,
Yeah.
and then once it melts, we'll show you how to. You just spread it out and top it with nuts.
So once your Hershey bars have melted, you're going to take your spoon. You're going to spread it out. Just right at the edges.
I'm an overachiever. I'm already done.
She is. And then be careful of the pans because they get a little hot. So spread out your chocolate all even. And then once you get that spread, you're going to top
Nuts.
with chopped pecans.
You just kind of start to sprinkle.
So how chopped do you make the pecans?
Fine, they're pretty fine. I mean, you don't want big chunks, and you don't want big chunks when you put them into the toffee either, because it's hard to spread. So, like this is too big. It's okay on the top, but most of the pecans are chopped pretty fine. Okay.
Final product?
Final product. And wait.
This needs to be clips that you put on this thing. Okay, so go ahead. Okay. All right, I'm ready. Wait, give me the napkin. Okay.
Toffee went off a little premature.
That was so funny. Oh my God, I'm so funny.
It's had time to cool, and I usually leave it. Sometimes I'll leave it overnight sitting out. So you want that chocolate to harden. Take a knife, and then you sit, and you break it up just into little pieces. Good.